Good afternoon on this Saturday, October 29th. This is your 28storms.com tropical weather update. Turning to the latest Atlantic Basin satellite imagery, the latest visible shows that there is a very weak low-level surface circulation here in the central Atlantic. Fortunately, it's nowhere close to land masses, and the wind shear is just tearing apart that system, so no development is anticipated. And we still have a broad surface trough over much of the western Caribbean. However, it is showing no signs of any development, and convection is very isolated and disorganized in nature. Turning to the water vapor, you can see the real reason why much of the basin is quiet. We have quite a lot of dry air, and again, this is the overall position of that surface circulation, and there is nothing but strong southwest wind shear, or excuse me, even northerly wind shear in fact, and quite a lot of dry air. And we do have a very elongated north to south upper level ridge, but again, that's not really going to be favorable enough for any tropical development. Here's a look at that upper level ridge. Again, it's just a little bit too elongated for anything to occur in the Caribbean, and we have a strong jet axis across much of the east coast United States, and that will not benefit tropical development in the basin in any way. The latest 12Z run of the Canadian CMC is keeping the quiets virtually quiet throughout the next 6 days. And the latest 12Z run of the GFS is in overall agreement with that idea. It was developing an area of low pressure in the southwest Caribbean. It still does so in some extent, but not quite up to par as to what it was showing the last 2 days, so no development is forecast over the next week. And last but not least, the 12Z run of the ECMWF is showing no development over the next 7 days. In terms of non-tropical weather news, of course, we have the major nor'easter over much of the northeast United States. This is fairly early in the season for any type of heavy snowfall, but sure enough, we are getting that this afternoon, and the risk of some heavy snow will persist here during the overnight and early morning hours of Sunday. We can see on the latest visible imagery that the low pressure center is actually becoming quite apparent with almost that eye-looking feature to the northeast of North Carolina. And the system overall has that classic comma-shaped appearance on the latest enhanced infrared and water vapor satellite. The latest radar mosaic of the Northeast shows many areas receiving precipitation. However, the snowfall accumulation will be much lighter to near non-existent near the coast due to the surface temperatures remaining at or above freezing. However, the interior portions will be receiving the highest accumulations. We're talking about some snowfall accumulations above 12 inches, especially in areas of higher terrain. The latest surface observations would also indicate that the temperatures are going to remain in the low 40s to upper 30s along the immediate coastline, but as we work our way just a little bit inland, especially where that upper level low is located, we have surface temps just cool enough for some snow, or at least some heavy snow, which is actually going to be more detrimental because that is going to place a lot of weight on the branches and trees, therefore resulting in many power outages. In fact, we are well over 1 million customers without power at this time. So that is your video update for this Saturday afternoon. Please stick with 28storms.com, not only for the latest video updates, but also some weather discussions pertaining that nor'easter and other weather occurring across the United States.